Hey, fire signs. I just did the water signs. If you were cross-watching, a lot of you fire signs are probably dealing with a water sign right now. The audio was not great on that, so I had to find my old microphone. This audio isn't any better, but it sounds better than having an... Anyway, shut up, Drunk Tower. No one cares about that shit. Okay, fire signs. This is your July 2020 tarot reading. If you follow me on Instagram, Drunk Tarot on Instagram, you know that I've been talking a little bit of shit about YouTube tarot readers as a whole, and I figured I should put up or shut up, and that's what I'm doing. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should, because that's where you get to know me, and not just this Drunk Tarot on YouTube situation, which I don't really spend, as you know, I don't spend a lot of time on YouTube. I just think it's not my place, but once in a blue moon, I'll feel like playing some tarot cards and getting on there. Some people on the YouTube, obviously, they have a desire to be a celebrity. So that's a weird notion for me on the YouTube, so that's why I kind of stay off of it. But for the people who do follow me on Instagram and they like me, that makes me feel good, and thank you so much. And so I feel that it's the right thing to do to kind of offer you up some free tarot readings for the month. So anyhow, let's get into it. Please timestamp. It's going to go, let's do Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. That's how we're going to do it. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Please timestamp if you care about your fellow fire sign. This is going to be for sun signs, a little bit of rising sign. But definitely I'm not reading for moon signs, and I'm not reading for your, if you've got a Sagittarius in your anus or, whatever. So let's get into Sagittarius. We're going to do some general spreads, and then we're going to pull for a little bit of love, but we're going to see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see what story wants to come through. And if you're into this, please like this video. If you're not, then I don't care. But go follow me on Instagram, because that's where I am usually way more often than YouTube. Sagittarius energies for July. What's coming through? What's coming through for July? I don't read reversals, but if they show up, then I acknowledge them, because why not? These are just general right now, and then we'll pull some more. Palms are itching. Someone's going to get money. Okay. You guys are planning. I don't know if you're keeping a secret from someone or someone's keeping a secret from you, but there's a definite strategizing and planning going on behind the scenes. I think that you're keeping something under wraps, or you have been coming out of June. Coming into July, let's see if you're going to be found out or if you're going to find out something, but definitely there's going to be a feeling of secrets, things happening under the surface, Sagittarius. And we all know how that works out, right? Things that happen in the dark reveal themselves in the light, etc., etc. But let's see. We're heading into July, obviously. So we're in July now. It's July 2nd. Coming out of a period of introspection, I think that something has happened in your life that's been pretty heavy, I feel. There's a heavy energy here. And I think that you had to take some time out to really come to terms with what it was that happened, why it happened, maybe some healing, some deep thinking. And I think that in that time, you don't Sagittarius, you're not someone who is going to, go into the hermit mode without some sort of goal, some sort of, you're not going to waste your time is what I'm saying. And so I think that you spent that time maybe strategizing, what's the next move? What's my next step? How do I get out of this situation? How do I get into a new situation? So there's an energy of that happening. You're definitely developing some sort of strategy or plan, whatever that is. So we don't know if this is love or money or work or what, but definitely there's a feeling of having to take some time out and do a lot of thinking. I do think that if you're involved with a Gemini, which is possible, maybe you're not happy. Maybe you need time apart from that person. Maybe you need a break, is what I'm feeling here for some of you guys. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that. It could just be a partnership that you're in. It could just be feeling as if you're maybe needing a break or to do some deep thinking and strategizing about how to proceed in a partnership, whatever that partnership is. Justice. I think that maybe you got a little bit of bad news. Maybe you thought that you weren't getting what you deserved in a situation, or you felt a little lopsided. It's the same as like the Six of Pentacles, like an imbalance there. But there's a feeling that you weren't getting what you deserved. There's a feeling of you not getting what you deserved in a situation, you feeling like you were let down in a situation. And so you're trying to plan, you're trying to strategize on how to get out of this situation. Now, I don't know exactly what that is. Let's just keep going. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that when it comes to finances or work or any kind of like material belongings in your life, you were feeling like you weren't getting that back. You were feeling, okay, all right, but I don't care about the old energies. I don't care. I'm talking about July. These are all, I feel like this is all energy slipping into July from June. And I think it's high time that you really implement this. The Seven of Swords is not a bad card. It is a card about planning and strategizing secretly, internally with the Hermit card. I think that you, Sagittarius, are at a place right now where you're like, all right, I see what's happening around me. I see that things are not working out in my favor. I see that things are not moving as quickly as I would like them to move. Cool. Fine. What am I going to do about it? And I think that the Seven of Swords and the Hermit card, that's you internalizing the process and you deciding for yourself that you need to make things happen for yourself. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that you're being very strategic right now. You want to, but I do think that you're having some sort of issues with regulation. Yeah, okay. You're concerned right now with having, I don't know, the fucking thing is, you're not stealing from anybody. I know that's a heavy word. I don't think you're stealing from anyone. I think that you're being very careful about shifting your security. You're shifting your security right now. And I think that there could be a little bit of, this is going to sound bad, a little bit of sexual espionage. You might be using your sexuality, or you might be using your game you're not coming up on anybody. You're not stealing from anyone, but you are shifting so that you're secure. Because I do think that you might have been left out in the cold with someone. So someone is not, okay. Somebody has pulled a little bit of their intimacy or energy or even flirtation or emotional sort of connection away a little bit. Or you have. And because of that, you feel like, well, then fuck it. And you're taking care of yourself financially, or you're taking care of your own security so that you have this sort of like safety, this cocoon around you, this protection around you, because you got a soft spot open to an individual or a situation. There's a little bit of emotional openness on your end, and that makes you feel vulnerable, and that freaks you out a little bit, and so you're strategizing. And because of that, so what I see right now is a lot of pentacles here, dude. So I feel like you are actually protecting yourself in July. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I feel like in July, you know that there is some sort of legal or bureaucratic or like institutional situation that's not working out in your favor. And so because of that, you are actually protecting yourself. And one of the methodologies you're using to protect yourself could be sexual espionage or flirtation or your wiles, your feminine wiles if you're a female or, whatever, male, it doesn't matter. You're using that to protect yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do think that you're planning. I don't know if you're planning an escape. I don't know if you're planning to leave anybody. I just think that you're protecting yourself in an abundance of caution and in an abundance of just material I don't know, what's the word? Material, I don't know, security. And because of that, I do think that you will have your big come up. Your big come up at the end of July. I think at the beginning of July, you're doing a lot of planning and protecting, squirreling away. At the end of July, you are going to feel like you can breathe. At the end of July, you're going to feel like, okay, good. I've got this in that bank. I got this. I've got all my shits packed at my sister's house. Okay, cool. I can do. So you're protecting yourself in that way, and I think that you're going to be able to move forward at the end of July. I'm trying to think if there's anything else for you guys. Some of you guys, yeah, I think you guys are dealing with someone, you might be dealing with someone who has a lot of money. Or someone who's making a lot of money. If this is a work situation, I feel like you do think that maybe your boss or coworkers have got it out for you. And you're like, fuck all that. And so you're protecting yourself in that way. So don't necessarily read this as a love reading, you guys. This could be any situation. I just think that you have become wise to the game. And I think that you are like now saying, okay, you know what? Fuck it. You guys are going to protect yourself. I'm going to protect myself too. And you're squirreling away money here. If this is love, can we get 3 cards for love, please? What's the situation for love, for Sagittarius in love, looking for love, whatever the situation is in love? What is this in July? You know, for a lot of you Sagittarians out there, I think that the end was inevitable in a situation. The end was inevitable. It happened. It's done. It's over with. You need to let it go. That's the key thing I want to say to anyone in a love relationship, coming out of a love relationship, or confused about a love relationship. Remember this. If someone leaves you feeling confused, there's your fucking answer. If someone leaves you questioning, you're in your car, you're with your friends, you're like, I wonder, there's your answer. If they leave you wondering about a situation, there's your fucking answer. They're not it. They're not it. The Magician card is saying that you have finally reached a place where you recognize that this was something that was going to happen. However this ending happened, that's what was going to happen. Whether you manifested it by speaking it into existence, or they manifested it by speaking into, existence, whatever the case is, it was meant to happen. I think that by the end of July, in terms of love, there could be somebody who, there's also for some of you, and okay, take that first part for if it resonated for you. If you're like, yeah, no, I'm part of an ending now. Let it end. Actually assist it in its ending. And how you can assist it in its ending is keep it fucking pushing with the 8 of Wands. That's how you assist it in its ending. Keep it fucking pushing, you guys. What's coming to you is better than what's gone. These are facts. I think that with the Magician card, for some of you guys, you could be dealing with someone or attracting someone into your life. Someone who is constantly working with tools, working with their hands, busy. They can't put things down. They're always tapping. They've got the knee bounce shake, which I can't stand. If you bounce your knee, you got a problem. Let me just put that out there. If you're one of those people who constantly bounces their knee, like, you know what I'm talking about, bop, 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 bop. And whenever I see people doing that, I stay away from it. I can't stand it. There's something wrong with you. You have nerves. You can't relax. I'm not into it. I can't stand it. I don't even know why I told you guys that, but that's how I feel. I feel like the Magician, this is someone who, they're not necessarily agitated, but they have to be constantly busy working on something, doing something. And I feel like that's the what's being attracted to you. Or you're in a position with the Magician card where you need to do something. Now, if you're coming out of a relationship in July, it's time for you to pick up a hobby. It's time for you to get into something that you left alone for a while ago and get into that, because that actually helps you with the 8 of Wands energy here to keep it pushing. I think that you are moving into August. So for the rest of summer, a busybody. And that busyness is going to help you get over the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords, something is over. And now, if you're like, but it's not over, we're still talking. No. Just because you're still talking doesn't mean that it's not over. It's over. I wouldn't talk to this person anymore is what I'm saying to you with this 10 of Swords energy. The 10 of Swords energy is like, it's been over. It's been over 10 times. And now it's super over. Magician card, we're helping you manifest, co-create with the universe, get busy doing things. There's so many things you can get into. Look at all the tools and gadgets and hobbies and all the things you can get into. You know, it's saying move forward with this, with the 8 of Wands energy in love. Now, you could be attracting a Gemini. Again, we got 2. So it doesn't matter what the sign is. The point is that it's time for you to keep it pushing forward. It's asking you to get busy because you have everything you need to move on. You don't need to carry the 10 of Swords anymore. That's over. Allow it to move forward, okay? I'm going to pull one more card. Sagittarius. And yeah, there could be travel. Yeah, there could be lots of communication coming in. But I do think that, you know, July is a pushing it forward kind of energy. For Sagittarius. Overall Sagittarius, please. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You get the 6 of Swords. So in July, Sagittarius, you've already strategized, you're secure, you're getting yourself secure in a lot of ways. You're ready to move forward. You are moving forward. It's saying, yes, indeed, it's time to move forward. Please do so. It's asking you to actually pick up the pace. It's saying, you know, yeah, we get it. You understand it's over. Cool. We need you to pick up the pace because we've got some stuff waiting for you at the end of July. We need you to hurry up and get there. But you can't get there if you're still like chit-chatting and going, well, they say this and they say that. They say nothing. They say nothing. Nothing that you can take into the end of July or August. So it is time to move on. It is time to pack up your shit and move forward. You've already strategized. You already know how you're going to do it. So what's the problem, Sagittarius? That's it for you, Sagittarius. I'm glad I got to yell at you. Thank you so much. Who would I say was next? Aries. Let's get into Aries. Thanks, Sagittarius. Follow me on the Instagram. I need water, so I'm going to drink water on this video, if that's okay with you guys. Aries. What's coming through for Aries? Let's shuffle for Aries here. Hopefully, Aries, July. And again, you guys, I want to remind you that I'm not reading the tarot cards like this happened, that happened, this is happening, that's happening. I'm reading the tarot cards like here's what you're going to look forward to. Here's what you can do. Here's advice on how to move forward. Because you already know what your storyline is. You already know what you're going through. You already know what you went through. So I don't understand how that would help in tarot at all. To have someone just sort of tell you again what you're going through. No, let's talk about what you're going to get to. Aries. Aries in July 2020. What to expect. What to look forward to. What's going to happen. No reversals. General, please. Let's get into Aries. And, you know, I do spend less time on some signs than I do on others. And that's just because, you know, I mean, how many Aries are going to watch the Aries video? 3? You know what I mean? So I'll keep it quick for some of the other signs. Some of you guys are dealing with an Aries. As an Aries. Knight of Wands. You're always ready to go, Aries. So here we go. Knight of Wands energy. You're jumping out of June into July you're coming in hot. You're done waiting on something. I think that you've lost your patience with something. I think that you've finally come to a place where you're like, you know what? I took some time out to do some thinking. I got my answer. Thanks. And you're moving forward with that. And here's your card. The thing is, Aries, you don't exactly rest on your laurels, right? You keep it pushing, you keep it moving no matter what. And not only that, you're a goal setter, goal getter. And the Nine of Cups is saying that you have actually done your thinking, you rushed in, now you're ready to get some answers, you're moving forward. Here we go. You're coming up with your win. Your win is here, and you're ready to start again. It's almost too textbook for July, or at least that's, this is what we're starting off with, right? It's textbook Aries energy in July. You have your answer, you have your win, you're ready to start again. And it's almost like you sweep one win and one goal off your plate only to begin another one. Wheel of Fortune. Things are looking up again in July. This is going to be a really good... Let's just flip all the cards. Damn. I mean, J-Rock. Is that his name? All I do is win? No. Win. Win, 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 win. Fuck everything else. Win, 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 win. This is you guys. It's like these are like... All the readings I've done so far today, this morning, with July, Aries is the best. And why wouldn't Aries be the best? At the end of, and this is so funny, I don't know what water sign had Knight of Wands at the beginning and Knight of Pentacles at the end. Exact. So the interesting thing is that I feel, it was Cancer. So some of you Aries are dealing with a Cancer. And so if you are an Aries and you're married to a Cancer, dating a Cancer, you guys are mirroring or supporting each other's energies, I feel. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. You're supporting that. And I think that for a lot of you Aries, yeah, you're part of a team if you're paired up as an Aries, right? You're part of a team. You're definitely working together. It's almost like this really nice in sync. Is that the word? No, synchronicities. Yeah, you guys are, yeah, that's the word. Synchronicities. Excuse me. And I think that you guys are truly working together and something major good is happening. You're going to get complete happiness in July. It's going to work out. But I think that more on your end, you are a supporting player to a Cancer. And I think that whatever they're going through, you're going through with them, but you're supporting them. Now, this is more about you. Let's go back to you, Aries. You are absolutely winning. Something that you've been wanting for a while is going to happen, but I think that it is in complete divine timing. Things are just moving forward for you, but it's not at the pace that you want, and that's what's pissing you off with the Hangman energy in the reverse. So I think that what happens in July, so the main takeaway right now is in July, what actually happens is you are forced to go at the pace of the world. Go at the pace of the divine. Go at the pace of what God wants you to go at the pace of, not at your fucking pace. So chill the fuck out. By the end of July, you will have chilled out. See, you come in hot because you're like, I want it now. I want my wins now. No, that's not how it works, dude. No. But the cool thing is by the end of July, you're going to slow it down. You're going to say, you know what? You're right. You're right. I like being right. I'm an Aries. I'm Alpha. I like being correct. I like winning. I like being right. But there is something righter than me. And I'm okay with slowing it down. In July, you slow it down. In July, you're calm. In July, you've decided steady. And I like that. Because you come in hot, dude. See how my energy was all pumped? By the end, you chill out because you're showing more gratitude. Not that you're not already grateful, but you're showing more gratitude for the exterior, for the outside, for the things that you can't control. You're showing more gratitude for that. And that helps you get an ultimate win. The kind of win that's not, fast gratification. The kind of win that's long lasting. That kind of win is the win you want. And with that, in order to get that, you need to be slow and steady, and you have that energy. So that's your general for Aries. Let's go into some love story. If you're a single Aries, You're starting something new also in July. It's like you're always starting something new, but this is something new. New. I have a new feeling in July. Mid-July. You are going to have a wish fulfillment that's going to change your life in July. I don't know what that is yet. 9 cups, 9 months, 9. The world is changing you in July. Slow, steady. What's single Aries? Single Aries, you're dealing with someone who's not telling you the truth. And they're going to fess up. They're going to fess up in July. It's not that they were outright lying to you, but you have a feeling that they're not being 100% open with you. And they're going to fess up. Or you're going to find out. There's going to be clarification. Either way, you slice it. Yeah, that clarification could lead to an ending. Some of you Aries have been considering ending something with someone, or someone's been considering ending something with you for quite some time. It's going to come to a head, because not for any explosion, but just because, okay, I just found out who you are. Thanks. Someone shows you who they are, believe them, right? And that causes some sort of ending. Yeah. So there is going to be an ending. You have a decision to make. Do you want to keep going with this person who's clearly lying to you? Or do you want to just say, hey, guess what? I'm going to ignore the red flags and just keep it going. Or do you want to just break up with somebody? You have a decision to make here. Okay? This decision is for the Aries dating someone. I don't want to say what sign. Obviously, you see swords, probably an air sign. I don't know, but I feel like someone is not being on the up and up with you. You find out, or they fess up, which triggers the ending. But it's almost as if you just knew, your intuition, you knew. So now you have to make a decision. So what's the outcome? What's the outcome of whatever decision you make? You stay with this person who's confessed because you're an Aries and you don't like to lose. And you're just like, okay, well, I'm not going to say that this person lied to me and that I got caught slipping. So I'm just going to keep it pushing with this person. Or I'm like, I'm out. Definitely a break is involved. Some of you guys need a break from this person. So you guys are going to pull up stakes. I don't know if you're going to break up completely, but you're for sure going to be like, you know what? I need some time to think. And you're going to do your thing and you're going to stay busy. Whether that person comes back or not, hey, it remains to be seen. It's only early July, so what do we know? But I think that that's the case for some of you guys in a relationship. Okay, Aries, good luck to you. It looks like a good month. And now, let's move on to Leo. Hey, Leos. Hi. Hi, Leos. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Hey, if I'm just starting to realize that the microphone picks up the shuffling, and it hurts my ears whenever I hear other readers do it. So my apologies if that hurts your ears, but cards have to get shuffled. Can you imagine, Leo, if I was like, hey, Leo, I'm not going to shuffle your cards? I'd have so many Leos freaking out on me. Hey, Leo, I know it's your reading, but I'm just going to let Sagittarius and Aries energies be all up in your reading. Is that okay? Leos would be so pissed. No, Leo, this is special just for you. It's all Leo energy coming in for July. I love a Leo. I love Leos. All right, Leo. Let's get 8 cards for your general energy for July, and then I'm going to transition it with a couple of cards into a love reading. Leo, here's what's coming up for you guys. Whoa, you guys stress about something. In July. Remember, I don't do reversals, but if they show up reverse, I'll acknowledge them. Leo, July energy. Let's see. Let me have a sip of water. 1 second. Okay. Get away from me, other energies. It's all about Leo. What's coming through for Leo? Ooh. You could be involved with a water sign or somebody who is showing that they are emotionally mature. They're emotionally stable. They're emotionally here. Now, if this is a general reading, this could be you. You feel like you can breathe again. You feel like you are not as high-strung as you might have been in the past emotionally. You're feeling like you can make emotionally sound decisions moving forward. I don't feel like you're all over the grid anymore. I feel like there's a breath of fresh air coming into your life as we enter July. I think that you were taking a break, and this break could have been with work, could have been with friends, could have been with anything, but there was like a break in your social buzziness and busyness, and there was a break in maybe dating, and there's a break in a lot of things, and I think that you are ready to come out of that break. Very general, I recognize that. There's someone that you want to talk to that you haven't spoken to in a while, someone that you haven't seen in a while. I think that there's a feeling of agitation and not seeing that person, or not wanting to, or not communicating with that person. There's a feeling of agitation there, but you're still finding yourself being like emotionally sound, emotionally stable. Where there was once a lot of emotional flirtation, communication, all that stuff, I feel like it's dissipated a little bit. It's dwindled a little bit. It's died down a little bit. And that could, I think, normally make you feel like, what the fuck? But King of Cups energy is saying that you're kind of entering July like, hey, it is what it is. Like, you're feeling very emotionally, like I said, stable. Let's keep it moving. You could be dealing with another fire sign, but I also feel, and this fire sign came out in reverse, so I feel like it is a fire sign who's not communicating with you. I feel like it is someone who maybe, if they're not a fire sign, they have fire energy where they're usually gregarious and they're usually outgoing, but there's something about them that's making you feel like, God damn, is this motherfucker that selfish? Like, there's something about you that's making you pull away, making you not want to communicate. Where there was a lot of like communication and energy between you and this other person or this other entity. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but it's turning out to look that way for me. This person is the King of Wands popped out in the reverse. So this person is making you feel like, are you like all about you? Or are you about me at all? Because you do know I'm a Leo, right? So I need you to be about me if you're going to be about me. And also, I feel like maybe you could be feeling like you put a lot of, I don't know, I want to say like mental energy into the potential, and it's showing up to be like, wait a minute, I'm putting a lot into this, dude, and I feel, or ma'am, whoever you're dealing with, and I feel like you're pulling up stakes, or you're not as interested as you used to be. There's a feeling there of pulling away. Now, this could be that person. If it's you could be feeling like, look, I'm at a place where I'm looking for this emotional stability. I'm ready for this emotional stability. And you're not really communicating. Remember, this was in the reverse. Page of Cups was in the reverse. So you're not really communicating like you used to. Where are the flirtatious texts? Where are the cute messages? Why aren't you sending flowers to my fucking office? Like, things like that aren't happening, and you're looking for that, and it's not really there. And so maybe your own energy, Leo, is you're kind of like, okay, well then guess what? Bye. There's that energy, okay? The Emperor. The Emperor is your energy also. This is Aries. But some of you guys are just dealing with an all or nothing kind of energy. Like, we either boss up and level up in whatever it is we're doing, or we don't. There's a cut and dry energy with the Emperor. The Emperor is saying, look, I want to follow your lead. I want you to be the divine masculine to my divine feminine. I want, or whatever the case is, right? I'm allowing you to lead this. But if you're not going to lead it, I'm going to lead it. And guess where I'm going to lead it to? The exit door. That's where I'm leading it to. That's the energy I'm getting with the Emperor card there. Chariot card. Some of you guys dealing with a Cancer energy. But I also, I feel like with these two cards, the Chariot card and the Emperor card together, I do feel like a lot of you guys are, without being too detail oriented, like there's a greater energy, that's a heavier energy that's sort of saying, I'm moving forward. Not moving on, I'm moving forward. And I'm moving forward in a big way. Like I don't see like property or anything here, but I want to own, I want to lead, I want to boss up in a way that's progressing me forward. You're either in or you're out to this other sort of residual energy from June, May, April. You're moving forward in a great big way in leadership and quality of life. And you've got these things that are sort of dragging and you're over it. Page of Cups in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. You're kind of over it and you're like, look, I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'm just not. So either you boss up with me or you stay out of my way. 10 of Wands. So you've carried the burden of managing this relationship or managing this partnership, whatever this is. You've carried that burden long enough. And now you're over it. I feel like you're ready to release it completely to where you're like, look, I've put a lot of energy into this and I'm over it. So either you make a decision because I'm out is what I'm seeing here, which is interesting. I feel like you put a lot of time. These 10 of Wands is saying you put a lot of effort into something and it's taken too long to manifest, or not just manifest, to just like, because you already sort of manifested this scenario, right? This is something that you've already manifested, Leo. And you've been cute. You've been cute. You've been kind. You've been flirtatious. You've been responsive to what's been coming your way. Like, yes, thank you. I receive it. Cute. And you've been doing that. And then suddenly the other parties, the other entities, whatever you're dealing with, kind of pulled up a little bit to where you're like, what am I, chopped liver? Well, you're not chopped liver, Leo. You know that. And so that's why I think your energy is being pulled up, and that's why you're officially saying, I'm out. But it's not even like a hurtful out. It's like, let me remind you that I'm a Leo. Let me remind you that I'm a boss by nature. Let me remind you of that. And here's how I'm going to remind you. Bye. All those things those issues you have. Oh, you're busy working. Guess what? I'm busy working too. You're too busy to flirt. Well, guess what? I guess I am too. And so you're kind of like in that headspace of completely moving forward, which is good. You're releasing completely, Leo. I think you're leaving someone behind, but it's not like this dramatic breakup. It's not like this big thing. You're just like, I'm out. I'm not even interested. I'm out. I think you could be, yes. And then here, let's get into some basic general energies here. You are probably going to be traveling in July to see someone that you haven't spoken to in a while. You might have to, maybe you have a father figure or a boss figure or an authority figure that's masculine that maybe, you need to visit, check on, make sure, maybe bring somebody soup. There's that energy. You might surprise yourself at how easy it is for you to release some responsibilities and burdens that you have. So if you had a lot on your plate in June, in July, you might be able to say, guess what? I don't want to do that anymore. Or something gets taken off. Maybe, if you have kids, maybe like suddenly their sports season is over, or their extracurricular, hobbies or something is that season's over and you get to have Tuesday nights off or whatever the case is. There's something that is released in July that allows you to sort of relax and enjoy a little bit. But yeah, there is a battle between a water and fire emotional states of being. Okay. Got a Knight of Cups here that popped up because I asked about, I'm pulling cards now for love. There is, yeah, okay. For sure. Can you guys hear my stomach growling? I have to eat something. Shh. That was so embarrassing. In July, for sure, you are releasing something that has been... it had bouts of passion, but also not anything that's really tangible. I don't see any coins here. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's like these bouts of passion, it's a little bit of emotion, light flirtation, very immature, kind of like not grown yet sort of energies. And you just need a break. You need to release it because this person, whoever, whatever entity you're dealing with now, if it's work, if it's a person, whatever the case is, if they're not offering you a coin, they're not offering you shit. They're not offering to build a foundation with you. What they're doing is they're offering some heat, some flirtation, breadcrumbing you a little bit. And you're too smart for that. And so that's why you're kind of in that 10 of Wands, Chariot energy, Emperor energy, where you're like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Bye. Now let's get into love. So mostly, you know, yeah, I like to focus on the singles. Or if you're dating someone, single. If you're already in a well-established, well-oiled sort of relationship machine, then this is not for you. Leo's July love story. Keeping all this other stuff in mind, yeah? Ah, oh, pulled out 2. I don't know if I want to do that. I saw the 8 of Cups. I mean, I don't know what to say, Leo. What do you want me to say? It's done. This situation that you were dealing with is done. Now, if you're like, but I'm in love, I'm in a really loving relationship, we just started dating. Okay, so then apply it that way. To where if there was some strife, if there was some struggle between you and this person trying to get something off the ground, I feel like with a water sign, this is for the ones who are dating water signs. I think that struggle is over and maybe you guys can proceed. Let's see what the cards say. But if you are ending a situation or you're over a situation, then be over it. Be over it. It's done. I have to eat something after this, Leo. Will you make me something to eat? I'm talking to all you Leos out there who cook. Make me something to eat. Focus on your home, Leo. Some of you guys have been going through a divorce, ending a divorce, separating a home. A bit of guilt there, but wanting to stay home and make the home feel like a home, even though the home is no longer a home. Love don't live here anymore. That's that feeling for your home for some of you Leos out there. Some of you Leos actually are going through a divorce, or the divorce is finalized, and there's still like this closed off sensation, rejection. These are for the ones who are going through a new divorce, a new separation. If you're single and looking for love, I feel like it's going to take a minute. I don't think you're going to find it. I think that if you're starting a new relationship and you're still fresh out of a divorce or fresh out of a relationship, it's going to take a second. I don't see... That's not... Oh, you guys can't even see it. Sorry. Some of you Leos, you know, here's where you're going to find your solace. Socialize, see your friends, hang out with your friends, do fun things, go bowling as soon as bowling lanes open. I feel like you need to have a fun interactions and social interactions and not worry about, because the stresses of this, the ending of a relationship are too heavy right now. Those stresses are too heavy. So when they're heavy like that, you shouldn't be looking for love, and love's not, certainly not looking for you. Things are going to turn around. By the time your birthday season comes around, things will turn around. But I think that in the meantime, a lot of the Leos out there are still going through this taking care of... Do you see what I'm saying when I said there were no pentacles here? So I think that for a lot of you Leos, you have to build your own security. You have to build your own emotional fortitude, emotional foundation. Because whatever you were dealing with was not giving that to you. And you deserve that. And I think that something is over. You have to worry about your own home, your own, security. And I think that definitely someone feels left out in the cold. I don't necessarily think it's you. It could be you. Someone feels left out in the cold. So there's a little bit of rejection and feeling at a loss of like, wait, what just happened here? For most of you guys, though, socializing with your own friends and having a good time is going to actually help turn the wheel of fortune for you and bring love back into your favor, you back into the favor of love. And that's it for Leos, I think. I mean, listen, you got 2 10s. So generally, love, work, relationship for Leos, it's over. It's over. Whatever that was supposed to be over is completely over. So it's up to you to release. And that's the work that you have to do on your own, Leo. That's not something that you can look for anyone to do for you. You have to say, okay, look, I need to release something, and release it. Release it, you will. Okay? And that's it. Thank you. Enjoy July. Release, relax, relate, release. Bye.